Welcome, everybody, to D After Dark on this brisk February 24, 2026. Sam, how's it going, buddy?
Risk my ass.
It's not that. What's your weather like down there? I'm not sure. Up here, it's not bad.
85 inches of snow.
That's not what she said.
Listen, the only brisk I want to talk about is the iced tea, damn it.
Yeah, Sam's over there in Jersey got waxed by that Mother Nature. She got him good.
What? No. So, because what pisses me off is the bitch got us back last month, gave us 8 inches of snow. We finally melted all that. I saw my grass for the first time since December, it feels like. She dropped 16 inches on us freaking yesterday. Now, there's a clipper system coming through tonight. There's a possibility for more on freaking Friday, and there's a possibility for some on next week. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, just get a couple forms of ID and go talk to the mayor of New York, and she'll pay you $30 an hour, as long as you have 2 forms of ID. Fill out the paperwork and get out your shovel. He'll pay you for it.
Shit.
Sam barely wants to do his own driveway.
The best part about this, though, is not having roommates anymore, because now the driveway is useless. I just gotta shovel the walk. Just gotta get that one sidewalk down to the street. We're good. That's it. I came home from work yesterday. My neighbor did my entire sidewalk with his snowblower, so all I had to do was my house. Best feeling ever.
Nice.
No, it's the best feeling ever. Is we got like this much snow.
I was going to say, I got about that much.
We get nothing. We dodged it all.
It's kind of like that feeling George gets when he sees a clean 49ers injury report.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. So I wanted to kick off by definitely covering, and I know, Sam, you covered a little bit of it last night, the USA hockey for the first time, women's and men's capturing gold against the same opponent, same score, and both overtime.
Canada's decided to be the 51st state, so now they declare themselves a winner of gold and silver.
That was
no welcome back or nothing.
Yeah, right. That was not on my bingo card for sure. I did not have that at all for the Olympics.
My favorite so far has been we lost the game, but we were the better team.
Oh yeah, that's how things. Well, that's Canadian thinking. That's straight out of the Canadian box. No responsibility whatsoever.
You're this close to gold medals. You were this close to a World Series, and you haven't done the damn thing since then. And you haven't had a Stanley Cup in how long?
Ooh, you brought in the World Series. Ouch.
Well, they've renamed their whole country. They're called the Canadas.
Listen, I will make fun of the damn World Series because you were 2 outs away. You had Miguel Rojas, who was hitless for the past month of the postseason with 2 strikes. The scouting report told you a high fastball probably gets him out, and you throw him a freaking hanging breaking ball? Do you guys not know the voodoo of Game 7s? Shit like that happens. Crazy shit happens. So yes, I will throw salt in that wound.
That's all right. I'm working on a petition right now. We're changing hockey to ice football.
Oh my gosh. I've seen a few of those videos. That looks like so much fun.
I am so on TikTok typing that in with every Canadian feed that comes up on TikTok. I tell you what, I might have started a war.
Leave it to
Fortunately,
you.
fortunately, it's for Canada, so we're okay. Their national anthem is "I Surrender."
Oh, oh,
I thought last week we were getting kicked off the damn air. I didn't expect what's happening now.
Oh, you brought me
oh,
back. It's on like Donkey Kong now.
oh, oh
You should
my gosh.
ask George how last week went. I came up with probably every pull-out joke I could with Tony Clark and the MLB Players Association.
Yeah, Sam was letting that fly.
Yeah, so was
My
Tony.
son's here listening to me. Screw with Canada. You realize we're straight out of Canada. I'm only like the second generation out of Canada.
Yep.
So
Not what I said, but
I couldn't hear you.
I said ADHD, motherfucker. You're sitting here with your little game on your phone.
My son thinks he's smart. He's gonna try to razz me. But he's in range of my left hand.
Oh, not a
He
good
might
move.
he might want to take 2 steps back before he gets the smart move.
Yeah, I was gonna
Smart
say
move, Junior.
smart move.
Get
Very
out of
smart
range of
move.
the left hand.
Well, consider, I bought all this. The only thing you bought is what's on your head.
This is true. And I don't know how to work any of it. That's the
Right?
worst part about it. I just hand this shit over to him. I got home and said, make this thing work.
He came out, he asked for my attention, and we went, the camera's not working. It's open, right? And I'm like, no. Flick it, and then hit start camera.
Yeah. In my defense, we were still using the little when we were doing, like, we didn't even have calculators when I was in elementary school. We had the little syllabus thing that you move the stones across. So, I mean,
Don't
our
get him started, Chris.
Hey.
Don't get him started. He's holding back right now.
That's all
He's
right.
holding it back.
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure if he wants to smoke.
Oh
Oh,
no, see, I won't make
These
all
now.
jokes regarding the Suds. It's only you, George.
yeah, but Suds is
It's only
older.
you.
I no,
I don't
aren't you?
care.
No. You're older, aren't you? No, I am. That's
No,
right.
you are.
That's
Yeah,
right. Just
you
a couple months.
just by a couple
Oh,
months.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. I'm still
But
George, it's
here's the
only
best.
you.
Here's the best part. I'm retiring though. I get to retire. I mean, coming up, it's happening. June 21st, 2028. I'm out the door.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to find another job because Uncle Sam just bumped up the retirement age to 67 and a half. We're getting screwed, Suds.
I can still pull the Social Security. I'm just not going to get as much. I have a 401k. I will survive.
Touche.
You know, see, here's the thing, right? 2028, he'll be out the door. George, you were alive when they invented the first door.
I'm not sure if I should defend you or not. That's the problem.
It's the
You'd be
same
the first
old
one,
stuff
though.
all day.
Huh?
Zolt just sits back and enjoys the show.
Well, Zolt's not that old yet. That's why.
Every day he regrets asking me to do TA full time. He's like, why? Why did I do this to
Yeah,
myself?
you know, though, George, it took 52 years to look like us right now. Look what it did to him in like 30.
Spot on,
You
too,
know?
because I'm actually about to be 30.
Yeah, I graduated before you were born, probably.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
But guess what? I get to retire. I get to retire in 2.5 years. Your ass still got to go to work. I'll take that deal right now. And neither one of my sons are ever going to move out. So I have 2 incomes always coming in.
You have him.
Neither one of them are going anywhere anytime soon.
And by the time it's my turn, the fucking retirement age will be 93, so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully just my 401k keeps going in the right direction. though I did make out with the whole because I also do door dashing. I door dash on the side on top of my normal job,
Uh,
and so I got to claim the tips off of that. And I work a ton of overtime, so I my tax um, my taxes my the money coming back went up like 1,000%. I went from like negative 900 because I had to pay last year to a lot. Let's say a lot. Let's just say my wife's getting a new car.
Nice.
nice.
So yeah, thank you. So hey, did you see the after party or the party inside uh, the Olympics when they won the gold medal for the men's?
No, I did not.
Oh, they Cash Patel. You know who that is?
Does not ring a
He's the
bell.
he is the head of the FBI. Dude was in Italy in order uh, to work with Italy with protection for the American athletes. He
Okay.
showed up. Dude was slamming beers with them, jumping up and down the whole shot. Pulls out his phone and gets Trump on there. Had Trump on. It had Trump. Oh, and people ate it alive, dude. They so hated it. They're like, because Trump got on and invited the whole men's Olympic team, men's hockey team to go to the State of the Union address, and he was going to fly him out on a military jet, and then he goes, "Yeah, I guess we're going to have to invite the women too." He goes, "If not, they're going to use that to impeach me again." Dude,
No
that was
filter. No filter on our guy.
the best line, and people are eating him like calling it how he insulted the dude. He cut on himself, and it's great. Dude
Oh,
totally slammed himself, and people don't even get the joke, dude. That was the best line I've ever heard a president say.
that, and it's kind of the funny thing of, hey, he's always been able to laugh at himself.
I was just, I was, and everybody just got like all butthurt over them getting mad about not invite or not wanting to invite the women. That wasn't the point. The point was the crack on himself. It was great. What is this podcast of AARP members?
Anthony, I'm not that freaking old.
Well, we assumed that he was at the Assholes Anonymous, so that's why he wasn't invited.
Oh my god.
Oh
No,
wow!
this no this
And
it,
we're off.
hold on. No, if this was Assholes Anonymous, my co-host would be on this show.
Damn. Oh man.
Ah, he
Who's
knows.
that?
He knows.
Who's that? Who's
That's
that?
Tyler. Wait a
Oh
minute.
my!
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Are you talking about Tyler or Dustin?
You damn well know who I'm
I'm,
talking
I'm
about.
just pointing out you've got two, so I'm just asking.
Hardy har har. You damn well know who I'm talking about.
I was gonna say tomorrow morning could be really interesting real fast.
Uh, next
Oh.
week is going to be interesting.
Oh my gosh. Well, one of the entertaining things, uh, baseball wise, Bryce is actually paused because Bryce actually got asked to be a part of the varsity squad for the conference tournaments. So over the next week or so, he's still in basketball at the moment. So no baseball just yet for him. So we got to wait that one out yet. It could be 2 weeks worth, but we'll see. Um, we had a very good medal count, 33 Somebody had mentioned that was the most we ever had in Winter Olympics.
Did you see where Canada ended up? 11th.
Yeah,
That
21.
is probably the worst showing in history of Canada. To be out of the top 10? Fuck, all they got is snow and ice up there. How are you going to lose to that?
They have all year to practice.
Right? They don't even have to go inside to practice hockey. They can go right outside almost the entire year.
You go
Excuse
up
me,
there and
ice
say,
football. Ice football, my bad.
summer. They got to look it up in a dictionary. What is this summer you speak of?
Well, I was going to say the overall medal count, they would be still in the top 10. They
No, they
just
were 11. They're 11.
they just ranked it. They ranked it by rank it by gold medal count.
Well, how many medals did they win?
21. Hang on. Delete this one. And we will share screen. Dun, 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 dun. Where the hell did Chris go? I had to remove Zolt out of there.
Just make them the voice in our heads in the back.
Yeah, I know. It's like, where the hell did Suds go?
My phone says right now outside my house is currently snowing. I'm going to shoot myself. I'm buying a flamethrower. I swear to God.
What happened?
Share screening.
I don't even know where Norway is.
Really?
Now, where is Norway at?
Up by Sweden?
Is that the one to the left or the right of them on the map?
There's a
Isn't Sweden in the middle between the three?
Damn it! Now you're gonna make me look it up. Jesus. Welcome to Geography 101 on DA After Dark.
I promise you, if that was a class in high school, I would have flunked the hell out of it.
Yeah, there. Norway is on the outer side of Sweden. Sweden is in the middle, and then Finland. And Norway is also just north of Denmark.
Okay.
But hey, at least, I mean, you were in the correct neck of the globe, that's for sure.
Blind chicken gets her kernel of corn every once in a while.
Well, we know. It's all good.
Every squirrel gets a nut.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Not like Tony Clark's sister-in-law.
Ooh.
Could be worse.
Wow.
Could be Stephon Diggs. Not only did he lose his Super Bowl, but he lost his girlfriend all in the same day. And has to pay child support.
Let's go to Tyreek Hill and get advice on that.
And he's going to get cut. New England's going to cut him. It's not a good year for the Diggs. And he might go to jail. Don't forget that part.
So, getting back to your inquiry, though, yeah, they usually organize it according to gold medals, the counts first, and then go from there. But
Yeah, but
total medal counts. Let's see if it'll sort it. There we go. Canada actually gets bumped up to 8 on the total medal count.
that's still pretty pathetic for Canada.
I was going to say, usually they are better.
Usually they're top 5, easy.
Let's see what they ended up. Wow. And I was going to say curling, which is another one of their primary sports, only 2
Cheap.
medals in it.
Yeah, I don't want to point any fingers, but I got a feeling that might be a problem. Cheating mothers. They want to talk about the 7 people on ice. Let's talk about how they cheated at curling. They got caught multiple times cheating at curling.
I forgot about that. They got one figure skating one, which is very uncommon as well, because they're usually always in that with multiple. Freestyle skiing, okay. Ice hockey, they got the 2.
They got
Uh,
silver both times.
the
And,
speed
and, and it's ice football. Thank you.
one in snowboarding, and it looks like technically speed skating, they technically got 10 of them. 5 in short track, 5 in regular. So maybe they're going away from the figure skating and looking to take over speed skating.
They couldn't pay off the judges. Cost too much money.
Fair.
They're still butthurt over Russia not being able to pay them anymore.
It looks like we also did. Oh, we did a little bit better in the speed skating. Canada had more of the silver bronze. We have more of the gold and silver. Isn't that interesting? Short track, yeah, we got hosed. Okay, fine. Got a couple in snowboarding. We got one in luge. The
How
ice
did the
hockey.
Jamaican Bob team do? Did they get an opportunity?
I think I think their women's one finished in 8th because there was now a women's bobsled team too. um, and I was going to
Hot,
say we actually
hot
did
flash running.
well in the bobsled too. Um, if the single that yeah, the monobob, I had not seen that before until this
What
Olympics.
a what a
A one person bobsled.
That's
They
sledding.
call it monobob. So that person has to be the push, the brakeman, and the driver. They have to do all 3 jobs.
Isn't that just called sledding? That's just sledding. Hope you don't crash.
Well, they are very small bobsleds, that's for sure. And we got a gold and a bronze. What's up? Come on.
Did he cut us all off or just himself?
I think he's got himself.
Ah. What's the difference between? I guess isn't it? I mean, isn't the skeleton a one-person bobsled? What's the difference? The shell?
I guess.
The skeleton thing, I think that's it's similar to, well, the luge you go down feet first, the skeleton you go down head first on that sled. but the bobsled is like the whole shell, like the regular
Okay.
bobsled. The luge and the skeleton, I think, are just them on the pad that's attached to two blades, and they're exposed to everything.
Because if you crash, is you're going to be nothing but a skeleton?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. I saw a video of one girl on there.
Yeah, well, oh my
You see
god.
Jake Paul's girlfriend, fiance, won gold?
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she won gold.
In which event?
One of the speed skating ones.
I need to check. I need to see if I saved this. I need to see if
You need to delete that picture.
I need to see if I saved this. There was a video, and let's see if I saved it. If I saved it, we could get booted. 100% guaranteed booting.
Why?
Yeah, why is that? Do we want to know?
Where is it?
While he's looking up,
I
has anybody heard of it's Dean the Great? He's
No.
a YouTuber / boxer kind of stuff. I think it's
Okay.
called Dean. He decided he was doing a video live stream with Rampage Jackson, and he went up against this bodybuilder. This bodybuilder, they were like wrestling, and they were trying to make this thing about how he could take on a guy twice his size. The size doesn't matter, and all this kind of stuff. This dude took Dean the Great and threw him like a damn frisbee across across the mat. Well, a few hours later, they went out to dinner together, and this guy's got just a gorgeous wife, like supermodel. I don't know. Did he just cut himself off again? I'm assuming.
I don't know if he knows what he's doing right now, actually.
Anyways,
do. I have found it.
Oh, God. Well, this is as bad as he says it is, everybody. It was nice talking to you guys all these weeks.
I'm just wondering why we get the boot.
That's what I'm
Anyways,
wondering.
this guy's talking
Here you
mad.
go. And
Oh,
we're
I
off.
heard about this. I did.
Oh, God.
To expect conversations around medals, records, rivalries, and national pride. But this time, the International Olympic Committee is dealing with a different kind of controversy. First, it was the issue of immigration enforcement agents, USA's ICE, near the venues, and now it's something stranger, a controversy involving the enlargement of male genitalia. Yes, you heard that right. And as bizarre as it sounds, this isn't a joke, and it isn't just gossip from the locker rooms. Because this phenomenon could actually give athletes a competitive advantage, which means the IOC and anti doping agencies are now facing one of the weirdest integrity battles in Olympic history. Here's the full story.
Whenever the Olympics begin, the World Anti-Doping Agency, better known as WADA, goes into overdrive. And for good reason too. Because the Olympic Games are the ultimate stage, the biggest prize in sport, and sometimes the biggest temptation. Athletes train for years, sacrifice everything, and in some cases, they cross the line, using illegal methods just to gain a few extra seconds or a few extra meters. The 2026 Winter Games in Italy is no different. WADA is on high alert, testing is constant, surveillance is tighter than ever. But as every Olympics proves, this edition too has brought its own unique controversy. In Paris, the big talking point was sustainability. But in Italy, the conversation has taken a rather unique turn. A scandal now being casually referred to as Penisgate. And as ridiculous as that name sounds, the issue is very real. WADA is reportedly monitoring ski jumpers who may be injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid. And the reason is surprisingly simple. In ski jumping, body shape and aerodynamics are everything. Even the slightest alteration can affect airflow, balance, and distance.
Ski jumping is very popular in Poland, so I promise you I'm going to look at it.
There is actual science behind this concern. Research shows that even a tiny change in the suit's dimensions, as little as 2 centimeters, can increase jump distance by nearly 6 meters. 6 meters in a sport where medals are often decided by fractions. And this isn't just theory. The sport has already faced controversy over suit manipulation. At the 2025 World Ski Championships, Norwegian ski jumpers Marius Lindvik and Johan Andre Forfang were found guilty of tampering with their suits around the crotch area. When officials caught them, they were handed 3-month suspensions. That loophole is now under heavy scrutiny, and because suit manipulation is easier to detect, there are fears that some athletes may be turning to something more discreet, something far harder to monitor.
It is possible to achieve a temporary visual thickening of the penis by injecting paraffin or hyaluronic acid. Such an injection is not medically indicated and is associated with risks.
I think we got the point.
But when Olympic gold is on the line,
That's what she
history
said.
tells us that some athletes are willing to take extreme risks. From blood doping to steroid scandals to high-tech suit controversies, sport has seen it all. And now, ski jumping may be facing one of its most bizarre challenges yet.
I have a question.
Power doesn't
I
end.
have a question. I have a question.
Remember
we're
when we
all-
covered, Sam, about the 10,000 condoms shortage within 3 days of the Olympics starting? Sam can't digest this. Suds, you and I.
So what happened?
You and I heard about this, and I saw the vid, and I was going to share it in the chat, and I'm going, "Oh no, I'm
Gotta share it
saving
live.
this. I am saving this."
So here's a question. Here's a question, and this is a legitimate question because we've had controversy. We have had controversy with athletes and transgender people. What happens if someone decides to switch from a man into a woman after he's been fitted for the suit? What do we do now? Inquiring minds need to know.
No,
I'm serious.
No, we do not need to
How
know.
are you going to hold him responsible at that point in time? Motherfucker chopped it off. He chopped it off.
Oh,
He's
wait a minute.
now aerodynamic.
But they're saying the bigger it is, the farther they can fly. So what if it's the reverse?
No. He's
For the
already been fitted.
love of God,
he
stop
had
talking.
it. He had it, and then he got fitted for the suit, and then he chopped it off. Now that space is free. Now he's more aerodynamic in the air, where he's got all that thing. It's like those squirrel suits. See, you brought me back. This is not a good subject to bring me back in.
Yes, it was.
I'm going to go outside and bury myself in the snow. I'm out of here.
Just don't face down. You'll be all right. If you face down, you might get charged with doping or something. That's funny as hell. I heard about that. That was the funniest thing I'd heard.
I nearly lost it myself. I was just rolling, and I'm like, there is no way.
George,
And
pull up.
when USA Today was covering this, I was like, well, it's legit. It's legit.
It is. Pull up the
Oh.
squirrel suit. Pull up those. It's the same thing as those suits that you fly out of airplanes and without a parachute, and you fly around the air with no
the
parachute.
glide suits.
Yeah,
You
same
know what?
thing.
You know what? Flying out of an airplane without a parachute right now sounds pretty fucking fun at this point with the way this conversation's going.
It's I, that's a it's amusing to
Sam,
say the least.
I knew exactly what I was doing tonight. That was definitely one of them. Suds just enhanced it. No pun intended.
You yeah. There's talking about shrinkage.
Let's find out.
One
We're
one
gonna
minute
find,
one minute their wives are really happy, the next minute they're not anymore.
we're gonna fucking find out one day an Olympic athlete's hospitalized because of a fucking Viagra overdose. What the fuck? What are we doing?
So I think Viagra is actually an illegal substance in a lot of sports, including football now. Because Chad
Yup.
Ochocinco
Yup.
was taking Viagra before the football games.
And
I think
his reasoning was you couldn't catch me on 3 legs. He said that shit in a fucking interview. I couldn't stop laughing for 10 minutes.
Sam, you now found out something. It's a Tuesday, and you found out something new about the Olympics you didn't know yesterday.
Well, actually, I found out 2 things today. I found out that, and I found out this would be my last Tuesday on a damn show. Oh, Clint, wait till the show's over. Rewind it about 10 minutes past before this point.
Clint
Yeah,
just joined us, or he just jump?
Yeah, he just jumped in.
Just started watching.
He missed the whole penis gate thing at the Olympics.
Please, Clint, look up penis gate. Olympic penis gate.
Yep.
Like one young man to another. Don't do it.
You'll never forget it. You'll never forget.
Super crazy.
I tell you what. Does it sit right next to Deflategate? Tom Brady's pissed right now. He's like, I had to serve 6-game suspension for that. It cost me millions of dollars.
These guys get 3 months.
Yeah, these dudes get 3 months off. The hell? No, nobody got caught for that. They got caught for something. They got caught for just managing their suits. The penis thing is a new one.
We talked about that last week.
No. We're not, Clint.
We covered that.
Condoms next.
We brought that up last week. We're talking about the ski jumpers injecting their penises with it was hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
To gain an advantage for their suits because they get more. Well, they don't get a whole lot of drag, and they can go further.
No. They get a lot of drag.
Or they get a lot of drag, and
they get more lift, and they fly through the air farther because when they inject themselves, it enlarges their area. Then they get measured for their suit, and then they deflate, and that means all that extra space is now like tailwind or a parachute. Sam, I was brought back to the show because you talked a lot of shit. Hence, you have to suffer, sir.
Clint says, "Smart thinking."
Lord forgive me for the crap that I'm listening to.
No, not to my knowledge.
What I didn't get
he
to
asked
finish
when
that.
a wrestler gets into the Hall of Fame, does he get a bonus check or something? Nope, they just get a ring. So yeah, Sam, I guess now Zolt's going to want to be on more often, or Sam's going to want Zolt on more often.
We're not going to be allowed back on after this week.
What?
Um,
It's not like we're not sharing actual facts.
It is an actual story held by ESPN and NBC. It's an
Yeah.
actual story. We're not making this up.
Nope.
well,
I
guess
saw
what?
it running yesterday. Now, did I know it was going to be called Penisgate? No,
Nope.
I didn't.
Something's running. Something's running. All right.
I thought they were just going Deflategate too.
All right. Well, we've learned another thing this week. We are changing the damn name of the show because the dark after dark is too graphic. I thought this was a kids show. What the hell are we doing?
I promise you, as God is my witness, it is
When?
never a kid show when I'm on. It is the opposite of a kid show.
I've learned that.
This is supposed to be after dark.
And he lives up to it. He lives up to the title. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, here's a little story that I'll tell about George one time. It was when George was attempting to adopt. He calls me up and asks me for a letter of recommendation. And so I took it very seriously, and I looked at I said, okay, what exactly do you want me to write in this letter to help you out? And he goes, just write whatever you think about me or your opinion of me. And I could not stop laughing. Tears were going down my eyes. I'm laughing, and George goes, "What the hell was I thinking? Put your wife on the phone."
Yeah.
Don't ask me those kind. Don't ask me my opinions.
Yeah, we
You're going to get them. The blatant truth, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I really don't care about feelings.
Changes. Sliding over to the UFL NFL will steal eventually conversation. The UFL is now posting that anything over 60 yards is going to be worth 4 points. Earlier on today, somebody had posted, well, if the NFL, they're sitting there going, well, we might shrink the field goal. We might narrow the field goal post. It's like, dude, do you know how many 60-yard field goal attempts there were even attempted this year? Only 22. It's not like they were going out of their way to turn around and get these. And of course, we know who the top 2 guys were going after these things.
The
Dallas and
Cowboys.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Dallas and Jacksonville. The only 2 major leagues who are dropping 60s.
Yeah, but it's also almost like a gimme at this point in time for a 50-yarder. I think that's more of the point. It's almost they want to make it a little harder to get a field goal when you only have to get to the 40-yard the opponent's 40-yard line to kick a field goal, and it's almost guaranteed. They want to make it a little harder, and I can respect that. They want touchdowns. They don't want field goals.
No, but on the flip side of things, that would make things a little bit. I did agree with one thing that, hey, if you're down by 4, you don't have to press to try to hurry up to get that touchdown, especially if you know you're pretty much going to run out of time. It's just not going to happen. But if you can get that 4-point field goal to force an overtime, I'm interested. Because now we've got something for 2 point, 3 point, 4 points, and then 6. I'm game. You know me, more scoring. I'm all about it. The one thing we've got enough kickers trying to still make it in between the current field goal posts. We got a lot of these guys who are having an issue just trying to make it even between 35 and 50. and they still can't get it there. Not that, and not trying to knock Mr. Lutz, but I mean, come on, dude. um, the other rule change I thought was hysterical for them. They are banning the tush push, Sam. They have totally banned off the tush push. You are not allowed to push the runner forward. The runner must go on his own. There is no tush pushy. Punting is not allowed inside the opponent's 50-yard line except during the final 2 minutes of either half. So, guess what? You're going for it on 4th down from the 49-yard line.
Huh?
Interesting.
All right, I have a question.
Shoot.
So you mentioned the tush push,
Yep.
but that is a quarterback sneak with linemen and running backs pushing the quarterback forward. Now let's imagine the running back, Derrick Henry, runs 7 yards down the field. He's getting tackled by 3 guys, and then defensive linemen run up behind him and run into him and shove him forward 2 yards. What is that?
Clint's just saying, don't worry, the NFL will ban it next.
Doesn't seem
No, but
like it.
is that considered a tush push? Or are we talking just the quarterback? Are we? What happens if it's just the quarterback? Well, what happens if they take the quarterback out and put the running back, or as the Ravens did, use their tight end as the quarterback and does the push? Is that still a tush
Packers do
push?
it too.
You're right, but I just remember the Ravens doing it with their tight end. Is that considered a tush push?
Yeah.
Okay, what happens if you hand?
They
What
will.
happens?
They will have it. They will have it suds proofed in stating the individual snapping the ball, receiving the snap of the football cannot be pushed into the end zone.
So is this a
forward
tush push if they hand the ball off to the running back and then shove the running back over? Because what if the quarterback is right under center and you had Derrick Henry 1 foot to your right and you just handed it off to Derrick Henry and then they pushed him
I
across?
don't know. You're asking all those loophole questions, and
Because
Of
that's
course,
the thing. You're going to have to ban
You're gonna
pushing any type of pushing in any play will have to be banned. That, which is stupid to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. Is that are they just going to ban pushing? Other players pushing the ball carrier across, because that's what you got to ban. Because if not, you're just going to have Derrick Henry standing 6 inches to the right, them handing the ball, and the other people pushing Derrick Henry across. And God knows you don't want that.
Oh, I'm. That's only the first three pieces. I got 4 more.
I have
Yeah.
never in my entire life seen this much gripe over a 1 yard freaking play in my entire life.
But it wasn't a 1 yard play. If you go back and watch the this season, you watched Buffalo's quarterback Allen. They did the tush push. That tush push went for 7 yards, all the way into the end zone. It was like 4th down and 1. He ended up gaining like 7 yards because they pushed him so far. So it's not just 1 yard. With that kind of I think it was the winning drive. I believe in the last game, I think it was against one of the teams to get into playoffs, and they ran the tush push like 3 times over the 20, and they ended up pushing them all the way into the end zone.
Now, the Browns did a wildcat thing with Judkins last year. It wasn't a tush push; it was a wildcat thing.
I was talking Buffalo Bills and Allen in this season.
We finally have some common sense has come into play. The UFL is using the only 1 foot in bounds. It is a catch. You don't need 2 feet in bounds. You only need one, just like in college.
That's not common sense. That you should have both feet in bounds. Why is
It's
that common sense?
but get this, and I bring this up because this happened a lot last year. I watched running backs run at the pylon, cross in front of the pylon, and landed out of bounds. They never touched the end zone, but yet it was a touchdown.
It's because he broke the plane of
He broke the plane.
broke the plane with the ball.
He jumped in the air, never touching the ground until he jumped out of bounds.
But the ball went across the goal line.
Here's the kicker. The ball actually goes over outside of the pylon. And
but did they say that
called it
the
a
end zone
touchdown.
extends?
Like
I thought
said,
I thought they still had to get it on the inside.
that's what I said. That's what I said. I'm like, hey, it's got to be inbounds, but yet they never touch inbounds. They land out of bounds. So it's
And
like
the ball goes to the right of the pylon or the
Yeah.
left of the pylon.
Mhm.
And they that's
Yeah,
weird.
it was very interesting. And it wasn't just one run, it was several times it happened. And I thought that's really interesting. It's like, oh, you don't have to have a foot in bounds, but yet you're saying you need to have 2 feet to be in bounds. You only need 1 foot to be considered in bounds. If any part of your foot, your hand touches in bounds, you're in bounds. But because you don't have a second piece,
but they can't even figure out what a catch is.
Touche.
I mean, we watched the Buffalo Bills lose a playoff game where the guy caught the ball, went to the ground, the guy pulled the ball out of his hands while on the ground, and they called it an interception. He was down, and they called it an interception. I mean, I think, hey, let's figure out what a catch is before we figure out we need 1 or 2 feet on bounds. Let's figure out if a guy is down with the ball in his hands, whether or not the person's down or not. We're trying to. You're trying to fix a leak in a dam. The only problem is the dam, the hole in the dam is 4 feet wide. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to figure out something small like a 1 foot or 2 foot when you can't figure out where the guy caught the ball.
Right.
I mean, let's figure out the important stuff first and leave the stupid stuff later.
Sam?
I got nothing. Because he's right. The NFL doesn't even. Well, I'm not going to listen to a thing about the NFL with their rules because they can't get the basic rules right.
Yeah, Anthony's, but it's crazy. You can have 2 feet in, but you have to have full control of the football. It's like, dude, you caught the ball. Here's another fun one. Red zone penalties. Are you ready for this, Sam? So a simple 5-yard hold inside of the red zone? No. Penalties in the red zone will now result in half the distance to the goal. Any defensive penalty automatically makes you half the distance to the goal.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. The only penalty that basically wouldn't be half the distance to the goal would be an offsides call. Because that's only 5 yards.
A 5-yard hold. You know, the
5-yard hold is a 10-yard penalty.
On the bump and runs? Really?
If you there's a hole there's a hold if you're holding on defense, it's a 10-yard penalty. I think if you bump somebody or hit somebody while the balls are before the ball is in the air, then it might be a 5-yard, but it's an automatic first down.
Defensive holding penalty occurs when a defender tackles or holds an offensive player other than ball carrier, most commonly grabbing the receiver's jersey to impede their route. The penalty results in only a 5-yard loss and automatic first down for the offense. So,
Well,
yeah,
for
it's
wide
only 5 yards.
that's for wide receiver, but if they hold an offensive player, isn't it 10 yards?
No,
Like an offensive lineman?
no, nope. It's all 5 yards.
Uh,
Hmm.
but if the
But
offensive player
now
holds his 10
that's
yards,
going to hurt. Now it will be 10 because you're half the distance. So you turn around, pull that stunt inside 19 to 20 yard line, boom. You're looking at a 10-yarder.
is it an automatic first down?
They don't say if they're doing an automatic first down. This is remember, this is the UFL.
I understand, but
Um
a hold is an automatic first down.
Yeah, usually like we said, we know it's usually an automatic first down.
But so let's look at it from another way though. It's third down and you have the ball on the 8-yard line. And if it's not an automatic first down and you only get 4 yards,
4 yards it would have to be. Yeah.
you would only get 4 yards and you wouldn't get a first down.
Yeah, I was going to say that would probably have to be, wouldn't it?
That would actually benefit the defense because then let's say you're on the 3-yard line. I'm holding all the damn time. If I'm getting beat, I'm grabbing somebody because it's only going to cost me 1.5 yards and I'm going to stop a touchdown and it's not going to be first down. Loopholes are my thing.
Yeah. Oh, all right. New official rule book for this year. Okay. All right. Guess what? Wow, this is wild. We went from the NFL rule to the UFL rule. The UFL rule for a defensive holding penalty is a 10-yard infraction, as indicated in the new rules for this year. What the hell? Result usually results in automatic first down for the offense. Okay.
But does it? Is it
It
automatic
says
now?
it is it well, they're saying it should result in an automatic first down for the offense.
But what if it doesn't?
That's a good point. What if it was 1st and 20?
Because I tell you what, my son's football team, we found that out the hard way that it wasn't automatic first down anymore because we were third down and we were like second or third down and we like in 30 we had gotten a bunch of penalties and they had called pass interference on the other team and we got 15 yards and we didn't get a first down.
Yeah, they're saying because they used to have it as a 5-yard penalty, and now, based on the new rule, they're changing it to a 10-yard penalty.
but not an automatic first down.
But it does not say it would be an automatic first down.
So if you're third down and 20 and you're beat, you might as well hold.
I forgot about all these goofy fourth and 12 rule. Jesus, I forgot about some of these crazy rules they've got. Going over into the PAT changes, the teams can choose to pick to choose the 1-point kick from the 33-yard line, 2-point attempt from the 2-yard line, or now a 3-point attempt from the 8-yard line. So instead of going for 2, you back yourself up to the 8-yard line and try to go for 3 after you've scored a touchdown.
So 9 points.
So now you'd get, So now you get 9. What do you think of that one, Sam? That makes things a little bit more interesting.
Nobody's ever out of the game.
No, now you've really made it interesting because your kickers drop them from 60 yards, you're getting 4 points. You can go for a 3-pointer now after scoring a touchdown, or a 2-pointer, or the
Hold
one.
on.
There's this
Hold
is
on.
and you all thought my fantasy football scoring was crazy.
Sounds like the YMCA's in charge of the UFL.
If for some reason that rule ever came into the NFL, Dan Campbell would never have a kicker on his freaking roster again. He will be the first team in NFL history to not carry a kicker on game day. Because that crazy son of a bitch will go for it every single time.
But that's not a bad thing. He could use that to put an extra safety or corner because they all get hurt every year. So that would probably be beneficial for him.
An extra roster spot.
Yeah, it's an extra roster spot for sure.
Shit, let's
And
create
you
another
don't need
one.
a
No more
you
punting.
don't need a punter. You don't need a punter because
Yeah,
you can't punt.
that's two.
once you get
That's
across.
two.
There's
That's
two.
two. That's two
Yeah.
spots open.
I'm liking this a lot more and more. Shoot. No
Now
punting.
the 49ers may field a healthy team on Sundays once in a while
I was
now.
going to say, right?
Never.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Here's the
San Francisco just want. That's why San Francisco is pushing for the free health care because of all their injuries. They're tired of paying for it.
Okay, this is the one that I was a little perplexed off of, and I went, wow. Overtime. Rules feature 3 alternating attempts per team. Why don't you just play a whole extra quarter?
Starting from where? Are they going to start from like the 25 or 30? And
Sam's
alternate
like,
it?
I gotta Sam, yeah. Look at 3 alternating attempts per team. I want to know who was drunk.
Attempts from where?
No. They get
3.
3 turns per team to score.
So they kick off 3 times to the other team?
Yeah, just like what we've got in the NFL right now, where they got to kick it into the return zones.
Right.
Yeah, that's where they stole it from. Was these guys?
So you score a touchdown,
Yep,
and the other team gets to have the ball.
yep.
And
And
if
try
they
to
don't
score
score
again.
a touchdown, you get the ball. And if you score a touchdown, the game should be over at that point in time because there's no way of scoring twice if you only got one possession left.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is if the one scores their touchdown first, then the other team scores their touchdown.
Then you got to go back and
Then you
forth.
got to go back and forth again.
Well, what if you stop
That's
them
2.
twice and you've already
I was gonna
scored
say,
twice?
if you've scored, I would say if you scored and you didn't let them score, then that should be it. It should be over, right?
Well, if you only
If you
stop them
scored it,
once, you still
if you
got 2 more
scored it,
possessions.
no.
You
But
got to
I'm
stop them
saying,
twice. You got to stop them twice.
yeah,
You have to
I'm
score
sitting there
twice, so you
going,
got to stop
why
them
would,
twice.
yeah, why would you need to? It's like if they failed on it. I mean, Sam, are you reading that the same way I am?
Pretty much. Yeah, that one's weird.
It is Canada.
No, this is the UFL. This is the United Football League. This is that spring league.
So what is it, like a test league to see what works and what doesn't? Basically, for the NFL, who runs it? Who owns it? Is it an NFL run thing?
I don't think so.
Well, my
Or
thing is,
no, they are. No, that's right. These guys are. They are the quote unquote farm teams.
so it makes sense. They're experimenting. They want to see what rules apply, which rules they can use, which rules they like. Makes sense. Listen, we experiment on rats all the time.
Now we're experimenting on our Olympic athletes, for Christ's sake.
That's right. Penis enlargements. Next week, George is in the doctor's office.
Oh my God! I thought we were past that.
Nope, brought it back.
George, you did this. We won't be past it for another month.
You asked me to come on, and then you set this up to where you had the Deflategate 2 as a storyline, and you expect me to give it up. Come on.
Okay. I found it.
That's like taking a bank robber into a bank and then handing him a gun and saying, "Please don't rob this."
Exactly.
Okay, I found it. Okay, overtime, 3 attempts per teams. The teams will alternate attempts from the 5-yard line. If after 3 attempts for each team the tie is not broken, the teams will alternate attempts until there is a winner. The home team will have the choice automatically to go on offense or defense first. A coin toss will be implemented in lieu of home team choice.
Sounds a lot
There's
like the
your
college
answer.
rules.
Well, except college starts from what, the 25?
Why would you give a team at the 5-yard line, professionals at the 5-yard line?
I don't know.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You got Derrick Henry. You only have to get 5 yards with Derrick Henry back there, or Barkley. I mean,
Yeah, I'm a little
Nice,
confused by that. College starts at the 25. I mean, I'd at least back it to the 10 or the 15.
yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, that's well, they're saying, well, we want to turn around and make sure it's high scoring. Well, you're going to get a lot of scoring. That's for damn sure.
Sounds kind of special to me. I don't know about that. But again, you're experimenting. Got the rats in a cage. Let's see what happens.
For sure.
You're not gonna do that to the NFL players yet. You gotta see if it works out in the UFL.
Sam, what you got going on tomorrow morning?
Therapy.
A lot.
Therapy.
Therapy.
Oh, we got a lot tomorrow morning. We got we got the AL and NL West division previews. We got the World Baseball Classic preview. We're going to be giving some thoughts on should MLB players be allowed to play in the Olympics.
Ooh.
Why wouldn't they? You're letting NHL players play in the Olympics, right?
But the NHL takes, actually has a pause in the season for that, whereas Major League Baseball has said nope, they're not doing that.
Not those greedy bastards.
Yep. They will not pause the season for it.
Hold on, let's not call them greedy since they give away 200 something $200 million contracts. It's like we can't pause because we have to pay these SOBs $1 bazillion.
Well, not after this year.
What happens after this year?
Sam?
Well, you're getting a lockout.
Yep. They're getting a lockout.
They gonna try to do a salary cap?
And the players ain't gonna have it.
So should prove to be interesting. Sam is check out Hitting Home tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube for Hitting Home. And then on Friday night, what time, Sam, for Birds of the Gridiron?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
But here's another big topic that's coming up on our show tomorrow. With the lockout looming, sources say teams have assembled a $2 billion plus war chest, and the players have also assembled a big one too. They are preparing war chests with money to prepare for a lockout. We're not even getting to a negotiation period at this point. We're just locking out and saying, fuck everybody.
Wow.
Because it's going to come down to the owners want a salary cap, the players aren't going to allow it. And that's where we're going to be. Bryce Harper did an interview this morning with the local assholes over here, and they are assholes because they're the worst radio station I've ever heard, WIP. First question, couldn't even get 2 seconds to answer. Will 2027, will that season start on time? No. Didn't even take them 5 seconds to answer. No.
Yep, the players already know.
Yeah.
Well, at least they know. I mean, they're pretty prepared. I mean, what do they? Here's my question: what exactly are you just handing out the money to the players as the season gets not happening, or is that the war chest for their lawyers and things like that? What is exactly the war chest for?
That I have to look into it still, but they are preparing something to be prepared for a lockout. That's what we know right now.
Okay.
Because all the shit that the Dodgers have pulled over the past few years with Shohei Ohtani is supposed to be getting paid $70 million a year. He's getting paid $2 million, and they're deferring $68 million a year of his salary for years that he's not even on the fucking team. And that's how they're paying Kyle Tucker $60 million for the next 4 years. Now he'll probably opt out if he still has an option to opt out if he's playing. But and here's the problem now. A cap doesn't save the sport, doesn't save this. You need to have a cap and you need to have a floor because then you have these other teams. There's two things what people are saying
that's usually what they have though. When you have a salary cap, you have a floor and you have a ceiling.
Yeah,
and you have to, and there's a percentage of revenue that they have to pay out in their salary in order, because that's what the WNBA does, or not that WNBA, the NBA does, where revenue sharing and things like that. So it's a negotiation, but you have to admit that the money that is being spent with these players is gotten out of hand, and you're allowing you're allowing teams to basically buy themselves a championship based upon their location. I mean, how does Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland, what are they?
The Indians. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
I just call them the Indians still.
The Cleveland whatevers. How are they expected to go against New York? How are they supposed to go against LA? Texas can throw money at them left and right. Florida can throw money left and right at them. Plus, they have no tax on income, which I personally think that baseball, NFL, NBA all need to address, with the fact that some of these players are getting fleeced by entering different states. For instance, the jock tax. I mean, it cost Darnold $70,000 to play in the Super Bowl. He lost $70,000 to play in the Super Bowl. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of money to lose. You're going to the Super Bowl, and I gotta pay to play in the Super Bowl.
I lose money, and
how does that happen? But then you can sit there and get yourself, because personally, let me give you an example of, because I'm slick, that is something I would definitely do. I'm looking at a 10-game road trip, and six of those games are going to be played in California. I'm pulling a hammy. You're not catching me in LA. You're not. You. For those 6 games, I have a hamstring problem. I can't make the trip because you're not catching me slipping. You're not going to take part of my income out of there because I travel to San Francisco. It's just not going to happen. And I would do that for California. I would do that for any team that had to be in the state of Washington, going into Portland, like the Seattle Mariners or something like that. I ain't making the trip. I pulled a hammy. I have a migraine. I can't get on the airplane. They have to address this income situation. I'm traveling to Texas every day, every game. I'm going to Florida every game. There are also several other states besides those two that also have no income tax. But I'm definitely making those trips. But I'm sure the hell ain't going to Canada and playing up in Toronto, you're getting fleeced. You're getting fleeced in California. You're getting fleeced in Seattle. Why would they have to? This has to be addressed. There's no way a quarterback in the NFL should have to play 60, 70. You lost money. He lost money playing in the Super Bowl. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, like, how does that happen?
I mean, there's no way somebody should be. I won the Super Bowl. I have to write a check for $70,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And if they
And, and you get screwed out of your Pro Bowl money too. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, because they hold it in states with the jock tax.
Well, I'm just saying, but you lose out because you made the Super Bowl, so you cannot play in the Pro Bowl, even though you were selected for the Pro Bowl. See, the NFL double whammied that crap.
Well, most players, exceptional players, have clauses in their contract that if you win playoff games or you make it to the Super Bowl, you get X amount of money. But a lot of these rookies don't have that in their contracts. And it's the rookies that are getting the rookies are the ones that are getting fleeced probably the most because they don't have the protection of writing their own contracts.
Yeah,
because they have to go under the caps of the teams of the leagues, the NFL rookie cap and all that kind of stuff. So it has to be addressed, and Major League Baseball. They have so many. How many California teams does Major League Baseball have? Like 4, 5?
Dodgers,
Angels,
Padres,
A's,
Giants.
For now, the A's, and the Giants. That's 5.
That's 5. And the A's will be out of there soon because they're going to Vegas, but they're technically right now playing in Sacramento. So yeah.
But does Vegas have the jock tax?
Hold, please.
Okay, so while you're looking that up, I found the article from the New York Post about that. This is the bleakest effing article I've ever seen. All the article states bracing for a potential for a potential lockout. MLB owners have funded a war chest of about $75 million per team to provide some financial protection should games be lost to a work stoppage. That's what your freaking war chest is.
Nevada has no state personal income tax.
So it's 5. So currently, there's 5 teams in California that nail you. So a team, say from Texas, comes up on a 5-game road trip, or or 2 games in each one of this. So they're looking at nearly 2 to 3 weeks in California, and they're going to get nailed to the wall. All the players, because of this.
More than 20 U.S. states have a jock tax.
So 30 don't.
Yep. The key states: California, New York, New Jersey, Oregon, and Minnesota. Other enforcing states: Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Utah, Virginia, and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And
so basically every state that has major league sports in it.
Well, not Ohio.
Besides Florida, Texas, and Ohio.
States without a personal income tax, as well as no jock tax, were Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. So Seattle doesn't even have an income tax either.
I would specifically look at the
city. Hold on. cities can have and impose
That's
their
that's
own
what I was about
local
to say.
jock tax, and those cities are Cleveland, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Kansas City. So
Yeah.
you're getting double hosed because they said the city and the state both impose jock taxes in addition to the state jock tax. So if you go to play in Michigan, Detroit, you are screwed twice. Pittsburgh, you are screwed twice. I would not want to play in those divisions. Ouch.
It's just it's the Major League Baseball, the NFL, NBA need to address it. The players,
Mm.
basically say, hey, we're not. We're. I tell you, I would some of these places, like you just said, I'd be faking injuries
Ouch.
because the jock tax is
Double
based upon
whammy.
how many days you stay
Right.
in that
Well,
city.
and
So
that's
one
kind of the
one
funny
one day
thing.
is not going to nail you. 2 days is not going to nail you. The problem is that he stayed there. I think it was 10 days, and that's what cost him all of his money. Was because
Yeah,
he was there
it
for
was
10
there.
days.
Yeah,
So if you take a long road trip and you're running those road trips through these certain states, then you got to pull a hammy. You got to.
yeah. And the funny thing is Cleveland. There's no jock tax for Ohio, but Cleveland does. Well, Cincinnati doesn't. So if you're playing out of Cincinnati, you're safe. Interesting.
Think there needs to be. I think that needs to be part of the negotiations for these major league teams. Is
It's
the
going to
jock
be
tax and
interesting.
everything. So, but
All righty. Well, we'll continue on. Hopefully, we may be back next week. We'll see.
Wake up to the Dueling Aces page being deleted, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Thanks for jumping in, Suds.
no
Appreciate it.
problem. Who would be kicking us out? Oh, okay. I was just wondering. It's like I'm always up for some controversy. So
As always.
yeah, absolutely.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Got him, bitch.
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.